Hello everyone, dear friends. Today, we bring you to Rome. Rome, the city that hopes to be eternal. Rome is a city that takes pride in its ancient and glorious heritage. It was once a center of civilization that expanded its empire into Europe and non-China Asia. Rome is a city steeped in history and Christianity. First-time visitors might easily be overwhelmed by everything this magnificent city offers. After all, almost every street corner is filled with history and art, which is why visitors might want to do some homework to decide what they want to see and do, as they laugh about the things they want to see and do. The Borghese Gallery is an art gallery built in the 17th century by Pope Paul as a gathering place for artists of his choice. The gallery was constructed as a place for meetings. The cardinal was also a patron of the arts. Today, the gallery houses many paintings, sculptures, and other artifacts that he collected, including Caravaggio's paintings and Bernini's sculptures. Navone Square. Navone Square is one of the most famous squares in Rome. It was built at the end of the 15th century and retains the shape of the Roman stadium. Buildings once stood around the square, where spectators once stood. Today, the square has no fewer than 3 magnificent fountains. It's a very popular spot to have a cappuccino and watch street performances. Castel Sant'Angelo. It was once the tallest building in the world, and the ashes of other emperors were buried there. When the Visigoths invaded in 410, it was also used as a prison. Today, the castle is a museum and is one of Rome's most famous attractions. Movie enthusiasts recognize it as a backdrop in Angels and Demons. 7 Roman Forum. The Roman Forum is located in a small valley. The Forum was the bustling center of ancient Rome. For centuries, it was a place for celebrating victories, triumphs, and elections, and also for public speeches and commerce. Today, the Forum is a ruin of buildings, broken and incomplete, which includes the Arch of Titus and the Temple of Saturn. Six Spanish steps. A truly monumental staircase, with 135 steps at the back. The Spanish steps were first constructed by the French in the 18th century to serve as a link between Rome and Rome. The Spanish embassy to the Vatican in Rome. The steps are often crowded, attracting tourists and locals who gather here every May and make it a meeting place. The steps are decorated with beautiful pink azaleas. Below the Spanish steps is the Piazza di Spagna, which features a fountain designed by Bernini. The Trevi Fountain was completed in 1762. This world-famous rock fountain features a mythological sculptural composition, with the god Neptune flanked by 2 tritons. A famous scene in the movie La Dolce Vita was filmed with the fountain in the background, starring Anita Ekberg and Marcello Mastroianni. Legend says that those who throw a coin in the fountain will one day return to Rome. Will return to Rome. For the Vatican Museums. The Vatican Museums were founded in the 16th century and house the collections of Pope Julius II. They include several museums within Vatican City and other museums with some of the world's most important relics and artworks, including the spiral staircase, the Raphael rooms and the richly decorated Sistine Chapel, with the ceiling painted by Michelangelo. The Last Judgment, considered Michelangelo's masterpiece, is thought to be Michelangelo's finest work of art, attracting huge crowds. 3. The Pantheon is one of the best preserved Roman buildings. The Pantheon was built in 26 AD as a temple dedicated to all Roman gods, and since the 7th century AD has been a Roman Catholic church. Its elegant granite Corinthian columns stretch across the front of the rotunda. Despite being 2,000 years old, the famous dome of the Pantheon remains intact as the world's largest unreinforced dome. To St. Peter's Basilica. St. Peter's Basilica is the center of the Catholic world. St. Peter's Basilica is a massive church with an interior height of 400 feet, space, and its booster rockets could fit inside. St. Peter's Basilica stands on the site where St. Peter is said to have been buried, and was built by renowned artists in the complex and the surrounding works. The Roman Colosseum. The Colosseum is another major tourist attraction. Its construction was initiated by Emperor Vespasian of the Flavian dynasty and completed by his son Titus. The oval amphitheater could accommodate 52,000 spectators for gladiatorial combat, public executions, and other forms of entertainment. Built in the 1st century AD, it was the largest amphitheater in the Roman Empire and is considered one of the greatest architectural and engineering feats in Roman history. The above content. If you enjoyed it, please like and save it. If there are any places you'd like to know about or are interested in visiting, feel free to leave a comment below. Travel Photo and the team will go collect information just for you. Of course, if you have good travel tips, feel free to submit them too.